I am not actually Spanish, but my husband's Puerto Rican, so
Oh,
I
nice.
adopted in the name, which means that for the first like 3 years of marriage, I could not say it in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, no.
Um, yeah, but I've been in a long term relationship for a while now, like 31 years. And
Wow.
I know, right? It's crazy. And my husband's really supportive of it too, which is really good because we really come as a package deal. Uh, and you're probably confused, like, oh my gosh, does she have a twin or something, or was she like a child bride? No, no, and no, was not either of those things. Um, but I have been in like a marriage for my entire life with my body. In utero, we got together, we decided to sign the papers. We've been together ever since, and she really means it when we say till death do us part. Let me tell you, she does. Like, I know one day we'll all go on our separate like chapters of life or afterlife, I guess. And that'll be okay when it happens, but like she's going to take everything with her when it does happen. Their bodies are so litigious. You do not even understand. It's terrible. Oh, but I am really excited to have her for the most part. I will say though, there's a couple hangups I have about my relationship with her. Uh, for one, like we grew up in a white family, but I have very curly hair. And you think dating in utero, you're gonna know exactly what you get, right? Like I was a cute baby, I turned out a cute adult. Like A, B, exactly. But you go through a lot of stages as well when you're growing with your body, and they're not all cute. They are very much not all cute. The curls, they didn't look like this for the first like 25 years. They really didn't. It was a rough time. But we're here now. That's all that matters. And now I just get to deal with the other side of my body, which is like she's really dramatic. She's a melodrama girl. When life is sad, she is very sad. When life is happy, she is like the ray of joy in the room. And everything else in between is she's just living life to the best, and I'm happy for her in that way. I really am. But also, man, there are times when we get dramatic, we get very dramatic, and I just wish there was like an outlet. I wish there was an outlet for her, because we as stand-up comedians, we get to like be funny on stage, right? There's not a place for melodrama like that. You could be like, okay, go be an actor, be in a soap opera. It's not the same thing. You don't get to just like be like, oh, I just want to go do a type 5 really quick because I'm feeling really dramatic today and I just need to get it out of my system. You can't do that if you're on a melodrama. You have to wait through like 4.5 acts of malarkey if you're doing Shakespeare. Like, I mean, sorry, do we want to wait 3 hours to like be able to fake our own death in a death scene in Oppenheimer? No, no. We should be able to go on stage at like a dramedy club or a drama club, and we should be able to become our true dramedian self and go through our arsenal of random deaths just for the people out there who just want a little bit of life that day. Like you could go there and maybe somebody is going through their death arsenal, right? And they are getting shot in the chest by an arrow, and they're just working around on stage, and they're going back and forth, and they're talking, and wow, my light went black when I did that. That was crazy. Okay. I guess my lights are a fan of the drama too. But yeah, so you could do that. You could see somebody come back to life. And I feel like the finesse would be so amazing because these are the professionals, right? These are the people who are so amazingly skilled with their craft that they can make you believe things that aren't believable at all. So you're talking about like people who are making fantastical unaliving moments, right? Fantastical moments where they're running through the woods and they're trying to escape from a giant, and the giant's coming after them with like giant stompy steps, right? And you're running through the woods and you're dodging between trees, and every time you run, the giant steps just get closer and closer because they're so big. It's like time slows down for you, and no matter how hard you're running, it's just going and going until finally the giant just squashes you. Just full squash. And see, the thing is, again, I'm not a professional in this because there's not really a good out. You can't do this in stand-up comedy shows. But like, I imagine that if you were a true dramedian of the craft, that like when you got squashed, you'd just be able to completely like suck everything and pancake yourself. I really think that this would be possible. And unfortunately, like no matter how hard I try, I just can't. I have an ass that doesn't quit, you know? It's like a whole issue. So I can't get that pancake action fully down. I really just can't. I've been racking my brain on it for a while now. It's very tricky, but you know, it's okay because nobody's ever going to see it anyway, right? So that's that. And one day, maybe there will be an outlet for her dramatic side. One day, maybe me and my body will be able to go somewhere and just scream into the abyss. I can't do that today. Sometimes I can do it on normal stages because that is the one place that screaming is okay. But I will say apartments are not the same. They are not. At first, your apartment neighbors will be like, oh my gosh, and they're so loving and so kind, and then they find out you're screaming for no reason, and then they're less loving and kind about it. So I don't recommend it for anyone. I really don't. That's just kind of how that goes. But yeah, so me and my body have really been trying to develop this relationship better. We've been trying to get into it more and really like figure out how to navigate life together as like a solid unit. And I will say when we're on top of it, like the world notices. When we're on top of it and we're really together, like everything clicks and people see you. It happened the other day. I was walking my dog and we were walking around the neighborhood. And this guy goes, hey, immediately I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to deal with this today, but I turn and he's like, my friend thinks you're cute, points across the street. And now I'm like, oh, great. I'm going in that direction. And I look, no one's there. Absolutely no one. I look back at the guy and I realize that he is a homeless man and his friend is a schizophrenic episode. And honestly, in that moment, I realized that was the dream. Like, I think I checked off a bucket list item that nobody has ever checked off before. I am the dream of like a guy's imaginary friend. You know how many Inception levels you have to get in order to hit that point? I felt so good that day. That was awesome. Because then I didn't even have to talk to him. I was just like, you're a good wingman. And I kept walking. Like, it was everyone won, you know? Everyone was successful in that moment. It was amazing. And now, of course, I'm trying to figure out how to give myself like little treats. Because in long-term relationships, it's always important to make sure that your partner feels loved and appreciated. So sometimes it might be like, oh, you take your partner on a date, right? Or you know, you get some new clothes, you buy him a little sneaky snack, something like that. Just says, I love you, just a little bit. Just right now, I thought of you. Here's a little thing. But the thing about dating your body is, and you might not want to tell your body this, but it doesn't matter if you got it for free or not. Like your body does not know, right? So if you get a free sample at Costco, that is now a treat from you to your body. There you go. And one day I was riding up in the elevator in my building. I hit the button to go up to our floor. I turn back and I look in the chair rail of the elevator and I see something sticking out. And I'm like, ooh, what is this freebie for me? I pull it out and it's a nice like black shirt. I was like, oh, this is amazing. And I do have to pause for a second. Do you all believe in elevator sex? Like, do you believe it exists?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, because I didn't. See, that's the thing is I did not believe it exists. There's too short of a time in between floors, you know, and you can say, oh yeah, you stop the elevator. You stop the elevator and you have that like ringing sound. Everybody's aware that the elevator has stopped. Then it's a high pressure situation. That doesn't sound enjoyable for anyone. Not to mention what, you've got a chair rail and you've got a box with no ventilation. Like, no matter if there's nobody in the building at that moment, who needs the elevator, when you leave the elevator, your aura is going to be in there for a while and everyone is going to know that something went down in that elevator. And it just seems like it's just a recipe for disaster. So when I pulled out this shirt, I was like, oh, this is a really cute shirt. It's mine now. And the more I've been thinking about it, the more I realized it's a fitted turtleneck. It didn't have any tags attached to it. It wasn't like it just fell out of a bag. It was definitely stuffed into the chair rail of that elevator. And I'm starting to think that I might be regretting my decision to take and wear that shirt on the regular just a little bit. Like, I know what I did, but I'm still wearing that shirt on the regular. It's a really nice shirt, honestly. But yeah, I also do think I have to believe in elevator sex now because of that. It also makes me wonder though, because it's a fitted turtleneck, after you get out of the elevator, what are you wearing? You know, like, are you just walking around the apartment building just in a bra? Hopefully, maybe it's LA, so maybe not even a bra. I don't know. It just seems like a wild choice to me. But it is a really nice shirt, and you know what? Live your life. Give me a free shirt. That's okay at that point. Yeah. So we've gotten to this point with my body now where we're good. Little treats have been working. You know, we are finding good outlets for the dramatic side of myself. And now we're hitting a good rhythm when it comes to like what we're physically capable of, because like that mind body connection is really important. That synergy within your partnership is super, super important. And so now this is kind of silly, but for like the first time in my adult life, I know most people like hit this mark when like they're teens and stuff like that, but like I finally I shimmied for the first time the other day. You guys know about the shimmy? Oh, it's a dance move, okay? And in theory, what it is like you're kind of shaking your shoulders back and forward, and it's a very torso-centric move, okay? And I have to explain it to you because in the past, I've not been successful with the shimmy. I'm going to stand up because I got to show you this. So again, shimmy is supposed to be like the shoulders up. It's supposed to be that, but faster, right? Every time I've shimmied for my entire life, it's just been this. Which I don't know if you can tell. It's just butt. There is no upper body involved at all. It's really disappointing too, because it's not even like Shakira hips don't lie like sexy or anything like that. It's just like, I'm a golden retriever. Please give me a treat. I'm very happy to see you today. And the whole point of a shimmy is it's supposed to be like cute and flirty and dancey and fun. And here I am just being like, yeah, hips don't lie. And I don't know. It's bebopping in a whole different direction than I wanted to. Oh, but the other day I was with my friend and we were in a cafe and I was sitting down and she decided she wanted to go up and she wanted to get a piece of cake. And I had this moment where I was like, oh man, I love cake. And so I went, yeah, cake. It was the perfect shimmy. Everything was moving in the right direction. Everything. It was like when you go to a therapist's office and they have those little metal balls that click clack together. That's what was going on. It was perfectly synergized the entire time. It was amazing. I've never had a feeling like that in my entire life. It's what I imagine it must be like to be like a youth discovering masturbation for the first time. Like, can I make that happen again? Like, what was that? And you're just trying to figure it out in little moments. Like, okay, I'm on the bus. Like, just no, okay, didn't get it quite right there. Oh, yeah, like, at a restaurant. I get it, like sort of halfway, and then the waiters are looking at you. It's a very weird moment. But it's so fun, and you probably might not be able to tell because I don't know how good the resolution is on your end. But the girls here, they are more like cousins rather than twins, as in they don't like to look at each other. They're like only forced together for family occasions. And even then, they're both trying to escape the entire time. They do not want to interact in any way, shape, or form. So that whole moment in itself was just like absolutely glorious. It was just a great moment. And I'm just really happy at this point that I have found my breast friend, you know? I found my bosom buddy. And I'm living La Vida Teta, baby. So thank you very much, everyone. That was a Spanish joke for anyone who speaks Spanish out there. I'm Jocelyn Laracuente.